Good morning, Nigerians. How would you know? I just wake up. I just see a post this morning from my friend, Mrs. Nonyelum Madu, Ochora. I'm making reference to that post, and I want to explain further. See, with everything where they happen, I would say number one, now violence. May we no day violence for any reason. Please, let's stop burning everywhere. Let's stop burning, causing pain to ourselves. We be say now we suppose they complain, give them. And another thing is, this protest should be peaceful. Please, if it die, no matter how they try stop am, no matter the talks, police or army, if it die, an ideology cannot die, and we are not stopping. Thank you. Now, this post basically why they make this video now. If you notice a person get injury, I go speak and make everybody understand them. You notice a person get injury, either they shoot the person or beside you or in the course of the whole thing, or they stab the person. See, you must not be a doctor, a nurse to help the person, because I've seen that. I've asked myself, most of these people that have died, I don't think all of them supposed die. The people around do what they're supposed to do. Because now these are young people, right? So they already have strong immunity or strong mindset to live. You get? So I don't think they should die, so long as say that gunshot no go to the head directly, or stabbing no to the head or delicate places. So if people where they beside they do whatever they are doing, because now as Nigeria dey, medical person fee even dey far, hospital fee dey far, motor fee no dey. So as an ordinary person wey dey there where that thing happen, the protest, what you supposed to do to help this person? That is what I'm trying to make this video for. Wetin go cause the person death, die, na one thing. At that moment, na shock. Wetin be shock? Your body as you dey like this, if your brain no receive air for 6 to 10 minutes, the person go. If your head no receive air, oxygen, the person is going. What is shock? Na shock will kill them. Most of these people, I will say that 60-70% na shock. Na kill them. Because now you are supposed to do something way there before hospital when no dey near. So how can you arrest this thing? If this person gets injury, the first thing where you supposed to do, because I don't see video where people say, give her water, give her water, give her water, give her water. In fact, I saw one video where say person carry these sachets, this apparat, these sachets hot gin. They were giving the person for mouth and even pouring it on the gunshots. It's not right. On no account should you give anybody anything to drink. On no account. Water do not try it. That's first thing you should have in mind as a Nigerian. On no account should you give someone that has accident or that was shot water or anything by mouth. Do not do it. Please stop it. Now if you kill the person safe. Because now, if you say, hey, na gun where they shoot them, na gun, fine. If you say that gun when they shoot, as they fall, hitting head or any place somewhere. Now they give the person something. If he choke, you know even if you know. That's number one. No give anybody anything for mouth at all. That's number one thing. Carry on for head. No forget this thing while they talk. Number two, be say I don't see video where be say person where they try struggle even to survive. Person carry on for body, they shout, carry on, No, the head should not be up. What you should be trying to do is even to bend the person down, make the head day down. I don't know how to bend myself, but make the person head day down. Why are you doing this? That head way day down like this. The small blood cell wey feed the body, where the bleeding, wey never even finish, should be flowing to the head to supply the person, to keep the person alive. So that blood should be flowing towards the head. Now, if you carry this person up and you are shouting, there is the blood flow is lower to the lower body region, and this person will even enter shock immediately. So in order to arrest that shock, no, please, instead of carrying the person up, try to bend the person's head, make the head lay down. And while you're trying to bend the head down, try to guide the head. Please. Now, number three is, please, do not try to remove bullets from any wound. You are not a doctor, you're not. And now let me tell us what we don't know. A bullet wey dey person leg or body fit dey there for 1 month, 2 months, 12 months, 1 year, e no fit kill the person. I repeat myself, bullet fit dey your body for months, a year, 2 plus, e no fit kill you there. Because there are muscles. In fact, if you no even look am well, as time goes on, that bullet, muscle go even push am out to the surface. Get to know this. This na wetin we no know. So no try remove the bullet. That bullet sef dey even try help the person stay. If you remove that bullet, my dear, there is higher bleeding. And what you're trying to do is to hold on to arrest that bleeding. So leave the bullet. What you go try do now to try apply pressure. If na your cloth or anything, handkerchief, wait, hold am tight, make that blood no come out. Your main target should be trying to hold blood from removing. Because now as you are doing this thing, you are pushing the person's head down. There is less shock. Shock is prevented. And that person go survive. And I know say tension go there, so there will be people shouting, hey, you don't die, they don't do, all those kinds of things. If you can, I know everybody will be tensed up at that moment, so you go make people not even remember what to do. But if you can, please stop shouting where person get injured, because you are aggravating the person fear and shock. You understand? Stop shouting. Assure the person, like I saw one of the videos of DJ Sweet, they were assuring the person, telling the person nothing go do, even when the person's abdomen and peritoneal sac was open. The intestines were out. I heard someone from the background say, you are not dying, you are staying with us. That's the right thing to do. Assure the person, make him believe, and then do the necessary things you're supposed to do. Okay? So I felt to compile this message. I may not explain a whole lot of things about shock because they're necessary at this point. In fact, not all of us can understand them. So do this. The most important things to do now. That bleeding, try quench them. The head, try guide the head, and no put anything for mouth. These are the 3 key points in this voice note. Please, we'll go through this and we'll survive. All right? Save a life today. If we are doing all these things, I don't think people will be dying from all this, because before you know it, 1 hour to stand. So this thing why I talk now, they're really necessary. Every ordinary person should have this in mind, should understand this thing. I don't need to go into the explanation of shock, but that bleeding, that wound where you see, try cover, try make sure say something no escape. You get a lot of things where they help, where you don't know. The goal not to stay alive at that point, because you no get doctor, you no get nurse, so people are running away. So you will get mind to help. For that person to be alive, this is the essential thing to do to help that person stay alive. You get what I'm saying? So let me put further buttress this. That wound where you cover with that handkerchief, it must not be clean. It must not be the best, but it get a lot of. Number one, be say it prevent blood from escaping, which could cause hypovolemic shock. That's low volume of blood in your system. Number 2, be say it prevent what is called anaphylactic shock. How does it do this thing? When you cover them, it prevents something from entering that wound. And now there is a way your body would have, be sensitive to an external something, maybe a stimuli or something entering into the wound and all that. Your body, as God don't make them, you go just develop immunity against that factor mistakenly. You go trigger immunity, and that immunity now, if it's not handled, like all these things will contribute to that shock. So if you're able to cover that wound, there is nothing will enter there to trigger this immunity mistakenly, leading to waiting at then they call anaphylactic shock. You understand? So these things why they talk now, they're very necessary. Very necessary. Very necessary. And number 3, we be say if he help, he say as you cover that wound, now there's something they talk about now, septic shock. Septic shock now we be say maybe say na bacteria enter that wound and all that, leading to the whole shock. So you are now covering the wound. That's number 1. You are using one stone to kill 3 birds. Number 1 is you are preventing the flow of blood from escaping. Number 1 be say they prevent the other shock. Anaphylactic. Number 1 be say septic shock. Be say infection fit enter that wound, even kill the person. So these are things we should bear in mind. Now, when all these things are happening, try as much as you can, if you can, to raise the person down. Try to raise the person down. Try telling the person, talking to the person. Try making sure, say the person, they speak, at least they respond to you, if it's possible. You understand? Try to encourage the person. Try to remember the person, say, you get people where they wait for him. You know if he die. Try to assure him to stay alive. Prior to when una fit see other help, we be say a nurse or a doctor, a paramedic or anybody fit come to the scene, or at least una fit find way go hospital. So I say make I send this thing because as Nigerians, I know who Nigerians are. There is this strong willingness to survive. So if we do all these things, normally the person as a strong being fit even survive on his own. But if you don't quench blood, bleeding go kill the person. So like I said, from my thought and what I know or my experience in all those things, I think some of these people that have died are not supposed to die. If the people around at that moment did something, arrest the bleeding. Why I talk say all this area? Because for head, you feel no do anything. You feel no do anything. Even medical doctors know so for injury, if care is nothing, they know if you do anything immediately. So if there are no oxygen to put or anything to even help at that moment, this is like on a software where people say people know that you feel no do more so. But for other parts of the world, we say we feel do something. These are the necessary things to do. Please share this message. We feel they talk God help Nigeria, or this one, that one, that one, that one. This is not like ordinary. This is a message to save life. So if you see this video, you owe humanity you owe humanity the debt to share it to get to anybody. It's not just about this process, but in other activities that could happen. We may not have 1 billion to give. We may not have the whole money to donate to the hospital, but sharing this message to get people informed could do a whole lot to saving someone's life. Let's practice what we preach. If there are things you know that could help, bring it on and share it. It can help. So thank you so much for struggling or for staying with me and for listening and understand. Let's implement all those things. We will survive. There will be a better Nigeria. There will be a better humanity. One thing I know is so long as God is God, evil cannot rule. Evil cannot dominate righteousness. It's not possible. Forget the gra-gra, the fear, all these things that are being done at the moment. God is God, and God will come for his people. And at the end of the day, the righteousness shall prevail over evil, over bad leadership, over anything you call it. So let's do our part by sharing this video to everybody, as much as people who can get it. Thank you. God bless you. End SARS, end SWAT, end police brutality, end army killing. Thank you.